Well, hello, lovely peoples. I want to do what's coming towards each zodiac sign. That's what we're going to do today. We're going to get 3 cards out of our regular deck, and then we're going to pull a little bonus card from our romance angels and see what kind of things we come up with for each zodiac sign. That was a squirmint. Shake it off. Interrupting the video before we even get started. Oh, great. Okay. Aries, what is coming towards our Aries people? What's coming towards Aries right now? Let's see. Aries always seems to get pretty similar messages. And I know that because I remember Aries because I'm an Aries. All right, so you have the 10 of Wands, the Knight of Cups, the Sun, and stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. So what I'm looking at here, Aries, it looks like you've kind of hit a wall somewhere. You kind of hit a wall where it feels like, can I even go any farther with this? Perhaps you're feeling tired. Perhaps you're feeling exhausted. Perhaps you're feeling like your fire is almost being kind of burnt out, or at least that's where you were coming from. That might be a little bit more of the past energy where you feel like, I need help here, or I need to renew my inspiration. It seems like maybe we're coming into a better time though, because the way this is laid out, it looks like hello, it was like this. It looks like this is kind of like the past energy, and now we're getting back up on the horse. We're trying again, or perhaps somebody else is doing that for you. Somebody else is kind of getting back on it. They're coming to you with some kind of an offer, some kind of news, something like that that is emotionally fulfilling. This is what you emotionally needed. Your fire was about stamped out, and it's like you needed something refreshing to come in, and it has. And so our future energy is the best card you can get. Fire energy, Leo energy. This is saying that whatever was going on, whatever hardship it was, it's something that's going to be okay. It's going to clear up. So if you're not there yet to believe that everything's going to be okay with whatever this issue is, it is going to be okay. If this is a romantic issue, it's saying that whatever hurdle that you have come into, or whatever mental funk you might have been into, you might have been doing some analysis paralysis upstairs. You might have been having some kind of a spiritual crisis where like a dark night of the soul moment or something like that. And it's like, now you got somebody they're coming back in with a sweet little message, maybe sending you some nice text or something like that. And you're like, I'm feeling a little bit better about this, but can I even trust it? Because I'm having some doubts. I might be backpedaling a little bit. And this is like, hey, stay optimistic. Don't sabotage this. Don't stick a monkey wrench in something that doesn't have to have a monkey wrench into it. But if this is just a general reading, then it's saying basically the same thing without the love in it. That whatever you were overrun with, it's starting to clear up now. You can trust it. Stay optimistic about it. Do not fall into stinking thinking. Do not sabotage anything with some kind of like analysis paralysis. Hang in there. Stay optimistic. It's going to be fine. All right. That is Aries. So, not bad, Aries. Not bad. I can dig it. I can hang in there with it. Taurus. What's going on with our... Well, okay, whatever. Taurus people. It all came out. So, 3 cards just turned over at once. We'll just take it for what it is. Taurus people. Okay. We have the Page of Swords, the Ace of Swords in the reverse, the Emperor in reverse, and romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. So, Taurus, what's coming towards you, Taurus? It looks like you have, don't know if you are dealing with an air sign, but air energy is coming through pretty strongly here. So that's our Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. We have 2 cards of air energy here. We also have the card of Aries. So I don't know if you are dealing with an Aries, but what it looks like here is we have a bit of potentially immature, but immature not necessarily meaning bad, maybe just a little bit juvenile, right? Just a little underdeveloped. But we have some kind of communication that's coming in, and this might be something that you might not be the most thrilled to hear it if I'm being honest. It could also be a little bit gossipy. For some reason I'm feeling a little bit gossip chain about this. Could be some stuff that's untrue, because the Page of Swords sometimes can be a little bit that mindless chatter, a little bit gossipy, a little bit underdeveloped, with the card of untruths, inauthenticity, some kind of fabrication. So whatever's coming towards you, it's like it's not the full picture. It's not the truth. Something here is more gossipy than it is founded in reality. Or somebody might be telling you what you want to hear. It could be something that's like, okay, it's what I want to hear, but can I actually trust it as being true and authentic? Is this person actually giving me the real shake of it? Especially with the Emperor in reverse here, this can be someone that's a bit controlling, a bit manipulative, a bit my way or the highway type, someone who thinks that they are above the law, above the standard. It's they don't have to play by the rules necessarily. There's someone who feels like, I create the rules, I don't follow the rules, right? I'm bigger than the rules themselves. And a bit of a manipulative energy here, especially with the kind of deceitful type feeling here. It doesn't have to be actual deceit as in bad. I just think that somebody might be misrepresenting themselves or misrepresenting a situation, or you're getting information from somewhere that is misrepresentative. So it's just not exactly what you would expect. Now, for the romantic angle of this, for people who are wanting that, this says romantic feelings here. You have romantic feelings for this person. So whatever is going on here, you do have feelings for them. It is saying, the card does say your feelings are real and worth exploring. It says it's worth exploring. This is an exploration type card. So that's a good thing. The only hesitancy I have to say about this is when you are exploring this, and while you're exploring this, keep your eyes open for any red flags. Just keep your eyes open for it. So it's like, it's good to explore it. There's something that you might have of benefit here, but just keep your eyes open, just pay attention to any red flags. If any red flags pop up, and it doesn't mean that they will, but it's saying that whatever this is, go for it, but make sure at least that you are showing up authentically, and that you are showing up in a pure way where you're not perhaps putting somebody in a kind of my way or the highway situation, because that could be your energy where you're a little closed off to it. You might be like, hey, I've had some bad situations before, and so I'm a little bit closed off to it. And this is kind of like, well, then, unharden yourself and be a little bit more open and a little bit more receptive to it. But you have to show up in your full honesty. So that would be Taurus. Not a bad reading for Taurus. Not bad. Okay. So Gemini. We have Gemini next. Gemini. Right, we have 2 cards here for Gemini. And we will have the third one right here. And a love card for Gemini. Let's see. A love card for Gemini. Oh, you got the same card as Aries got for the love card, even after shuffling so much. Okay, Gemini, we have the 8 of Pentacles, the 7 of Cups reversed, the Queen of Pentacles reversed, and stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. So Gemini, what it looks like is you're working really hard on a situation. You've been working really hard on a situation. So you didn't just start. You've been working hard on a situation. First of all, I want to point out that we have the Queen of Pentacles here. This could be a female. It doesn't have to be a female. This is an earth sign energy, which is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. So just putting that out there if any of those signs resonate in any kind of a way. But Gemini, you have been working hard on a situation. You've been trying to, I guess, master it, so to speak. But at this point, it's either a good thing where it's like any confusion, any emotional confusion you had about it is clearing up. So that can be a positive thing, or it's kind of an emotional feeling of you've left me no other options. You've left me no choice. So I don't know which storyline fits you better, because it could be either. It could be I used to be overwhelmed with too many choices and it was confusing. And it's like now finally, emotionally, I know what I want. I finally have that figured out. Could be that. Or you've left me no other choice. I have no other choice now. There's only one path, and it's because you've left me no other choice. So one of those two. And whatever this is, this could be you, this could be the person you're dealing with. It's got somebody feeling bent out of shape. It's got somebody feeling like they're out of their element. It's got somebody feeling incapable. This person feels inherently incapable of doing something like physical. There's something physical. This could be an upset wife or an upset mother. This especially a stay-at-home mom. So I don't know if you or somebody you know is a stay-at-home mother, but that can definitely be a stay-at-home mom type energy. But this person is overworked and underpaid kind of a feeling, and they're feeling like, I can't actually make this work. I don't know how to make this work. Something on the home front. I'm feeling home and family, something on the home front. Been working so hard, yet it's not paying dividends. You're not feeling like I can make this work at all. And with this storyline, it does kind of feel like you've left me no choice. You've left me no choice. This, however, is saying, though, stay optimistic about whatever situation this is. So you may be feeling kind of deflated about this and a little bit disempowered about it, but it's saying stay optimistic, because you might be having kind of fatalistic thinking that is unnecessary. You might be having kind of like this cataclysmic thinking, oh, it's going to be this bad, and it doesn't have to be, so you could be kind of bent out of shape about this when it doesn't have to be as bad as what you think it is. But there's definitely that energy of feeling like I have put in the work. You've given me no other choice. I'm feeling kind of like my emotions are feeling shut down, I guess. And there's some kind of an issue with the home and family life situation that you're feeling like you're having to stay optimistic about. So Gemini, if this is your storyline, it is saying outright, change your thinking into something that is positive. Have some faith about this situation. Stick with it a little bit longer. See it through a little bit more. All right, so that is Gemini. Okay. Now we have Cancer. Cancerians. Let's talk to our Cancerians. Cancerians. What energy do we have for our Cancer people? Let's get you a Romance Angels as well. Romance Angels card as well. Okay, Cancerians. We have the King of Pentacles, the Eight of Swords, the Five of Pentacles, and free yourself. It's time to take back control of your life. So, Cancerians, what I'm looking at here, first of all, the King of Pentacles is here, so this could be an earth sign. This could be a Taurus, a Virgo, or a Capricorn. It's showing up as masculine energy here, but that doesn't mean that it has to be a man. It's just the masculine energy, so a forward-moving energy. But the King of Pentacles very typically usually is a husband card. So I don't know if this is about your boo thing, your husband, or what. But if I were to read this as that, what we're having is some husbandly figure, an issue with a husband or that type of partner-esque kind of feeling. This would be you stuck in some stinking thinking about it, though. But finally, I would say trying to come out of it. I feel like these are a little at odds with each other, because this is, I am still feeling trapped. I am still feeling stuck. I don't see necessarily a way out of it. I can't make sense of it right now. Something about this is not making sense to you, but this is saying that you're still trying to come out of this lack mentality. You're trying to see the silver linings, I guess. You're trying to see the bright side out of it, but you're not quite there yet. This is the nod towards it. It's saying to free yourself. It's saying it is time to take control of your life. This would be free yourself. Here you are with your blindfold on, thinking you're caught in all the swords, and this is saying, no, free yourself, get out of it. You see, it's a ring of a trap, and this is the ring of the trap. It's like the same thing. It's saying the same thing. So get out of your head. Get out of this stinking thinking type thing. We have a new moon coming up. This is the moons are there. I think that's nice to see. Both of these are pentacles. So this could be a bit of a shared energy of this spousal type feeling. It's coming through as feeling like a spouse. Normally I don't always say that it has to be, and it might not be. It could be a boss. It could be anybody else you're dealing with. It does not have to be romantic, but I'm feeling spousal. But this, with both of these being pentacles, it feels like it is something that's kind of a contract based, whether a boss or a marriage, not just a friendship, some kind of extra layer of contract there. But this is saying that you're heading in the right direction because you're coming out of a colder place where you felt like you were kind of cut off. And he's sitting upright. This is not upside down. So it's like that's a healthier position for him to be in. But whatever this is, whatever this trapped mindset is, Cancer, it's saying, like, free yourself from the entrapment, take control of it. You are the one that needs to be taking control of these reins. You are the one that inherently has the power here to make this situation better than it is. So it's encouraging you to do that. So whatever neurological loop you might be trapped in, throw a chink in the loop. Throw something in the loop to make the loop stop. Because that's what's going to be what frees you and takes you out of this lack mentality. So that is for you, Cancer. All right, now we are going to move on to Leo. Leos. Okay. Fine, sure, whatever. We'll take that. Okay, Leo, and a romance angel card also for, well, that one went to flip. Okay, Leo, we have 3 of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles reverse, 8 of Wands reverse, and very soon. Clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. Yeah, because we have a lot of not coming to you situations here. Which is why the advice would say decide what you want so that it can come. Okay, so what we have here, there's some kind of a group energy around you, Leo. I don't know what that is, a group energy or at least a meeting of minds type of situation. So something is calling for a meeting of minds. If it's not actually multiple people that are coming together, like at work or the family or something like that, if there's not actually a group of people, then there's an issue where there needs to be a meeting of minds. It's calling for a meeting of minds. And whatever the meeting of minds about, you have these 2 cards here that are in the reverse. The Ace of Pentacles being in the reverse is basically talking about something that's not coming through. This idea, this plan, either a relationship or a raise or an inheritance or something that's physical, something that's tangible, some kind of money, some kind of job, some kind of relationship. Something is not coming together. There's a meeting of minds that has to happen first for this to come together. Right now, you're at a stop. You're at a stalemate, so to speak. I don't know. This is suggesting that people aren't talking. It doesn't have to mean that people are giving each other the cold shoulder per se, but there's not a lot of healthy communication happening. And what needs to happen is healthy communication. People need to come together. People need to get on the same page. People need to communicate in a healthy way with each other to bring whatever this is that you want forward. Because right now it's not. It's not coming together. But it can come together, and it can come together very soon, as long as you are clearly deciding what you want and clearly communicating what it is that you want. You can have this. You can have this soon. You don't even have to wait for this, which is awesome for Leo, because Leo doesn't want to wait. Fiery. I rule the world. I have it right now. I make it happen right now. I have the power. So you have to make a decision. You have to get it together. And then it's going to happen. Get your ducks in a row. Figure it out. Get on the same page. Have a meeting of minds. Communicate clearly. Communicate effectively. You might not be communicating effectively. You might think that what you're saying is making sense to somebody, but they're telling you it's not making sense. It's not connecting. So get on the same page and connect and make sure all of that makes sense. Okay, that's Leo. Virgo. Virgo. Okay. What's going on with my Virgos? All three cards came out at one time. So also a romance angel card for my Virgo people. Romance angel card for my Virgo people. Well, here it is. Okay, Virgos. You have a Two of Wands, Judgment in the reverse, the Sun card, and you deserve love. You are lovable, is what it says. There. All right, as if we didn't know that, Virgo. As if we didn't know. Okay. So, it looks like, first of all, I'm seeing Sagittarius and Leo energy here. This is a Sagittarius card, and honestly, this with the archery, that's a very Sagittarian pictorial representation, so I'm feeling kind of Sagittarius. And this is a Leo energy, and Wands is fire, Aries, Leo, Sag. So for some reason, I am seeing fire energy literally in all four of your cards. All four of the possible cards, Virgo, I'm seeing fire showing up. So I don't know if you're having anything to do with the Aries, Leo, Sag, or if you just have that fire. The fire. There's something about the fire inside of you. Something like that, Virgo. So, starting out though, we are starting out in this place. This could be a past energy, because when I do 3-card spreads, sometimes I feel like that's past energy, where you're coming from a place where you were at a crossroads where you had to make a decision. You had to choose, which way am I going to take this? And this, whatever this was, it was almost like a spiritual venture, almost this passionate, the passion, the idea, this spiritual nature behind it. This is saying that you were at a crossroads where you had to kind of decide, where do I want to go with this? Where do I want to take this in the world? There might have been some kind of travel or international flavor to this. Don't know if there was or wasn't, but very well could have been something like that. Whatever this decision point was for you, it was big news bears for our Virgo people, because this is like the higher self, the higher calling. Either something that needs to be revived, something that needs to be reconciled. In a relationship reading, it can be you wanting to have a second chance with somebody, or wanting to reconcile something. So should I stay or should I go? Is this a good idea for me or not a good idea for me in a romantic sense? But in a general sense, it could just be like, your hobbies, your passions, your business, your finances, your something that's real to you. Something that might need a revamp, something that needs to have a restart about it. Perhaps it was something that you had previously shut down in yourself. You had swallowed it. You had said, maybe it's not for me, or maybe the timing is wrong, or something like that, where you had kind of like not gone for it. And now this is saying, you're still in a kind of that state though, where you're not waking up to it. You're not going for it. If this is a relationship that you're wanting a restart on, it hasn't restarted yet. But the final note of it, the Sun card, Leo energy, this is good. This is positive. This is saying that whatever this precipice is that you were on, whatever this decision point, whatever this issue is, it's going to end and end well. You're going to arrive at it in the way that you need to at the right time that you need to. This is the best possible outcome that you could have. So whatever this is something that's like, this is good, it's going in the right direction. It might be something that you have to put a little bit of effort into in terms of like unsticking it. If you have it stuck somewhere or you're not reviving it, you could be waiting on somebody else to do that too. But especially if this is a relationship read for you, Virgo, and you're dealing with somebody who's not coming around, who doesn't seem to want a second chance, this is saying that you are lovable, you deserve love. You might need to like move on with that person and go out and do your own damn thing. You do you on your white horse. But that's obviously up to you. But whatever this is, it's a good ending. It is confirming that if you have any kind of like unsettled feels about something, that you've got inherent worth and you're heading towards something that's good for you. So this present energy of it's not going or it's not happening, temporary Virgo, don't sweat it. Okay, so that's Virgo. Now, Libra. Let's talk to our Libra people. Go ahead and chat with Libra. Have a little chat with Libra. All right. 1, 2, 3. And our Romance Angels card. Romance Angels. We're going to go with that one. Okay. So, one of these cards overlapped with, I believe it was Gemini, but I cannot recall. Anyway, okay, Libra, you have the King of Swords, the Page of Pentacles, the Page of Swords, and for anybody interested in a romantic bend, we have this could be the one. You've already met the romantic partner you seek. So, starting out with this, Libra, I am seeing two people here, first of all, with air energy, and Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, your air energy. You're familiar with that air energy, so that could be you. These two individuals could possibly both be your same energy. Also, we have an earth sign energy showing up, so Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy that's showing up. This person's showing up in the reverse. Okay, so we have 2 pages. I want you to know we have 2 pages, one of them upright, one of them reverse. So you've got the king and then you've got 2 pages. So Libra, I feel like this could go in so many different ways. And I really want you to stop squirming. No. It's basically her supper time, but not yet. She's trying to force it to happen sooner. I'm sorry about that, Libra. You got a dog that can't think of nothing but fucking food. Whatever. So maybe, Libra, maybe you're hungry. Maybe you haven't eaten all day. Maybe you need to get some food. Maybe you need to stop this video right now and go feed yourself. I don't know. But we're going to finish this. So I don't know if you're dealing with anybody like a figure of authority. So, you know, someone in law enforcement, a doctor, an attorney, or anybody who might be considered like an authority figure. This could very well be your energy, though, where you're showing up and you're bossing up and you're dealing with people who are less mature than you or less developed than you, less wise than you. These could actually be your kids, you know, something like that. But if I'm looking at this, it feels like there's a part of you, if I'm being honest, feels like there's a part of you that is showing up as that wise, understood energy that's setting the boundaries and cutting out anything that's bullshit, that doesn't make sense, and being pretty forward about it, pretty strong about it. Like nobody's guessing where this person stands mentally. They're clear and they're making the cut. That's like one aspect of you potentially. But the other aspect of you is like, well, no. Perhaps somebody that might be a little bit more petty. So it's like you could be embodying like both of these feelings, because this is the same energy showing up. somebody that's like clear and cutting it out, but then we got somebody who might be a little bit gossipy, a little bit petty, a little bit like that. I'm seeing that energy coming through. Just saying, just saying. It could be a bit more pure than that, where they're like, well, maybe I could make this work, or maybe it could happen, or maybe I do have ideas, and I have lots of ideas, and I have lots of good ideas, and people should listen to my ideas. So it could be like that too, where it could be a little bit more pure. But you have some feeling here where there's a sense, honestly, of procrastination. That's what I'm feeling the most with this. So in one sense, it's like, oh, I'm ready and I'm clear and I'm setting the boundaries and the tone. And in another way, it's like, well, maybe this or maybe that, or maybe I want to change my mind, or maybe I'm not sure, or maybe this. And so it's like, get your ducks in a row and quit procrastinating about getting your ducks in a row. If there's some things that you need to set in place, you need to go ahead and do that. You need to get your finances in order. You need to go ahead and make the parameters more clear, whatever this is. If this is a romantic read, I am seeing some immature energy coming through. This does say that this could be the one. So whomever you're dealing with, you could already be in a relationship with. You could be interested in having a relationship with them, or whatever the case is, this could be the one. Could mean, like this is someone that has long-term potential. It doesn't have to mean this person could be long-term potential. It does mean that whoever is predominantly showing up here is the person that it's kind of like pointing to them. That would be like the next go-to person. But I am seeing something that could potentially be long-term potential. But whatever the immaturity is here, and whatever the kind of this like not quite being on the same page energy, this needs to be looked at. This needs to be resolved. That needs to get cleared up and talked about, and like some ground rules set on the table, and sooner rather than later. Don't sweep it under the rug, because there's almost kind of like, oh yeah, we'll worry about it. We'll figure it out together. Like, no, how about figure it out now? How about figure that out now? So Libra, that is for you. All right, so now, next up, we have Scorpio. All right, what is coming towards our Scorpio people? What's coming towards Scorpio? Okay. We got one thing that flipped coming towards Scorpio. Gosh, the Sun card is coming up for a lot of y'all. This is the third time the Sun card has come up. Okay, so Scorpio, starting out with the Queen of Swords, then the Five of Pentacles reversed, ending with the Sun, and in a romantic bend, we have passion. It says, allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. Okay, Scorpio. Right, so starting out with the Queen of Swords, this is kind of like the past energy that you're perhaps coming out of. So perhaps you had to almost shut something down. We're going to go ahead and we're going to call it like we see it. We're going to go ahead and this is a head over heart decision. Whatever this is, it's like, I saw the bullshit. I saw it for what it is immediately, because I'm a Scorpio and that's my superpower. I cut any bullshit out that needed to be cut out. I was very clear about it. I was very firm about it. I was not a bitch, but I was very clear and I was very firm about it. And it was something that kind of maybe happened passively. You weren't necessarily coming out, swords blazing at people, but you were like, I'm just going to make sure that this is firm but clear, that this is the kind of way it's going to be. This is just how it's got to be. Okay? Scorpio's not playing any games. They're just kind of setting the tone, because it's like, hey, I'm becoming more aware of my inherent worth. I'm not going to be stuck in lack mentality, So if anybody had me feeling lack, like, oh, I'm not good enough at this, or I wasn't great enough at that, or this wasn't good enough. I'm feeling the not good enough. That's what's coming up most predominantly. But this is a lack about anything. So it could be like, I don't have enough money. I don't have enough intelligence. I don't have enough this. I don't have enough groceries, whatever. But this has kind of a feeling state of you were feeling like not enough, but now it's like I'm becoming a lot more aware of my value and a lot more aware of, like what I just inherently bring to the table, whether it be at work, whether it be in the family, whether it be, in a relationship. There's kind of an awareness of like, no, I'm not good enough. There is value, and I'm becoming more open to seeing my value because I'm laying down those boundaries that are now being more clearly mentally defined. If anything else, I'm mentally being able to say, you make the cut or you don't make the cut. That is very, very good work, Scorpio, because that's setting you up in a very prosperous position. That is going to work out for you big time. I don't know if you are dealing with an air sign that is, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, or perhaps a Leo. This is the sign of Leo. And in a romantic read, this is positive news, passion. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. So whatever you are dealing with, whether it is romantically or in the home or at work, this is something that you're finally opening yourself back up to passion. So perhaps you went through a depressed spell. Perhaps you had kind of like a little low slump, and it's like finally you're starting to warm up after this slump, and you're starting to feel reinvigorated about something again, or at least the beginning of giving yourself permission to feel reinvigorated about something again. You're opening up your heart and your soul to something again. And so all of this is turning in a very positive way, Scorpio. This is very good. So keep on this track, because whatever you're doing, it is working. It's working for you. So good job, Scorpio. That is Scorpio. All right. Sagittarius. What is coming towards our Sagittarius people? What's coming towards our Sagittarius people? Sagittarius, you're dealing with somebody else. Was this Gemini's reading? Gemini and Aries, I think. Sagittarius, go watch Gemini and Aries. I think there might be some messages that fit both of you. I don't know. Okay, but there's some overlap here. There's some overlap happening. That happens sometimes. Okay. Sagittarius. We have the 9 of Cups upright, the 7 of Cups in reverse, the 10 of Wands upright, and for a romantic bend, we have let your friends help you. Ask for and accept support from others. Obviously, that doesn't have to be a romance card, but this is the romance angel, so, take it however you will. So, Sagittarius, it seems like there is something that you are hoping and wishing for. Very clearly, there's something that you want to work out, something that you are hoping for, something that you are wishing for, something that you are desiring and really fingers crossed hoping it will work out. Perhaps this is something that you feel very clear about. In the past, you could have been like, ooh, overstimulation, too much noise, too many choices. I'm a little overwhelmed and I'm confused. It could have been a confusion, but it can also be the energy of you've left me no choice. So the person, it was, I'm pretty sure Gemini's reading where this card came up. So I explained it in that reading as well. But feeling like I really want this to happen, yet feeling like I don't know if I have an emotional choice to make it happen. I don't know if I have the emotion to make this happen or to pull this off. Because in this spread, this is, I have pushed it as far as I can push it. My fire is kind of maxed out, I guess, or burned out. Like, the fire is kind of burning out. I am feeling tired, I am feeling exhausted, or I am feeling like I have pushed this to a 10. This is a 10. This is the end of the road, the end of the line kind of a thing. So it's like I've pushed this, whatever this fiery thing is, whatever this spiritual thing is, whatever this is, it's like I feel like I've pushed it to its limit, to its very, very limit. And now I need help. I need delegation with this. And this is saying that. Let your friends help you. Sagittarius, you can't do everything by yourself. Especially if you feel like now there's only one way, like there's only one emotional thing, like you've left me no other emotional choice. You know, I might emotionally feel like I've arrived at this is the end, or this is the only way emotionally that I feel. And then on a kind of like even sexual or libido way, almost like the internal passion, the fire, the mojo, it's like it can't get pushed any harder than I'm pushing it. I am pushing it to its absolute brink. And there's just no other way that you're going to be able to clinch this, which it's in the upright positive. It's a good thing, you know. You can't do it by yourself. This is going to have to involve the help of other people. You might have to get a confidant. You might have to go out on a girls' night, boys' night, whatever. But you're going to have to get some kind of input in here, because you're probably stuck in an emotional state. I'm seeing mostly emotionally. This is an emotional issue predominantly. Your emotions are really kind of stuck, and it's going to take some venting with helpful people who are there to support you to kind of unclench this emotional possible turmoil that we have going on in here. Okay, so Sagittarius, that is for you. Talk to your friends. Do something lighthearted that's going to help you vent it out, get it out. All right, Capricorn. What's coming towards our Capricorn people? What's coming towards Capricorn? What's coming towards Capricorn? Flip it. Okay, flip it. What's coming towards our Capricorn people? Capricorn. All right. Gosh, some of y'all really are matching up with other signs. I feel like there's some cross-watching going on here. For real. For real. Capricorn, you are crossing with, I know this came up in Cancer, and oh, I know at least Cancer's coming up to mine, Capricorn. Okay, but there's some cross-watching going on. Right. Okay, so romance angel for our Capricorn. We have soulmate. Yes, this is your soulmate. So we start out with the Ace of Swords in the upright, the Eight of Swords in the reverse, the Four of Wands in the reverse, and for a romantic pin, soulmate. Yes, this is your soulmate. So Capricorn. Still, what's a little bit of some confusing energies though. Okay, so we're starting out here kind of the past energy that's bringing us into the now moment is like wielding that sword of truth. This is who I am. This is what I want. This is what I need. This is what I expect. This is what I stand for. I am clear-minded, and I am coming out of the gate just wielding it, man. This is me. This is what I think. I am solid in my thoughts, and I am clear-minded. Yet, when we're coming into the future, we have a feeling of this. Perhaps you are not quite as firm in your conviction as you were. Maybe you feel a little bit more shaky in it, but it's like, okay, the blinders are coming off in a situation that you previously felt kind of like mentally stuck in, something that felt like a mind fuck. It's like now you're starting to kind of unravel the mind fuck, which is good because, again, clarity coming in, honesty, authenticity. I'm starting to really understand this is what I want. Hello, people. I'm being clear. I'm being honest. But you still got your sea legs and you need your land legs. It's kind of what it feels like. So it's like we're starting this and we're doing this and we're coming out swinging and it's good, but there's still a little bit of like a little fledgling aspect of it. So this is a bit new. This probably isn't something that you're completely practiced at. So there is a little bit of, I'd say, learning curve, a little bit of learning curve that you're dealing with. And that little bit of learning curve could have you feeling still a bit, disenfranchised a tad, perhaps just a tad, at least spiritually, or at least with this passionate kind of like the zhuzh of life, the vigor of life. We're not quite feeling it yet because we're feeling a little fledgling with this, but still yet it's not necessarily a bad thing. Now, the thing that feels a little confusing to me in terms of like a relationship read, this in the reverse can sometimes mean a breakup, sometimes can mean a divorce, or at least sometimes mean a rocky point in a relationship. It doesn't have to mean breakup and it doesn't have to mean divorce, but it does show that our couple here that are celebrating are not currently celebrating. This is by the way, the 11-11, 2, 1, 1, 1, 1, 11-11 card, which 11-11 a lot of the time in our spiritual field is like soulmates, 11 soulmates. So we're having kind of like a confirmation happening there, so you're seeing a soulmate card and another soulmate card, two soulmate card energies here. So whatever this person is, if in a romantic relationship type thing, this person is extremely important and invaluable to your story. They are important. That's why y'all are still a thing. That's why you're still working through this. But you've had to cut through some bullshit to get there. You've had to go through a lot of stuck entrapment, feeling like, what do I even do? Mind fucked about it. You've had to come through that to get to this. It still looks like it's a bit on the fray, if I'm being honest. You and your soulmate, y'all, there's a little bit of trouble in paradise where you're not quite celebrating yet. You don't feel like there's a home run victory, but this is positive, You're coming out of something that felt stuck on the hamster wheel. You were stuck on the hamster wheel upstairs, and it's like you're starting to break out of the hamster wheel. Thank God, right? Thank God. But we still got our sea legs and we need our land legs. That's what we need here. So I would say continue in the direction that you're going, but you do need to invest a bit more passion into this, or at least a bit more of that. There's some fire that needs to be stoked here. And if this is a non-relationship thing, then whatever you're working at work or in your family, you need to give more of your zhuzh to it, because you could sometimes come across as a little bit cold or a little bit judgmental or a little bit too harsh and exacting in a way that can make fire a little bit hard to light and foster. So let's just use that however you will, Capricorn. However you will. So, next, Aquarius. You knew I was going to do it. You knew I was going to do it. Had to. Aquarius. What's coming towards... Okay. What's coming towards our Aquarius people? Oh, shoot. I put this in upside down. What's coming towards our Aquarius people? Right. Okay, we'll take that too. Great. Aquarius and Romance Angels. Romance Angels card for our Aquarius. Right. And somebody else had this too. The Romance Angels cards. Gosh, there's got to be cross watchers in here. There just has to be people cross watching multiple signs, because a lot of these cards are repeating. I don't like unicurl. We're getting rid of unicurl. Can't have it. Can't be having no unicurl. Shave this head. Shave. Okay, there's also a straight here. Culprit, bastard. Okay, Aquarius. We're starting out with the 5 of Swords. Then we have Temperance, a Sagittarian energy. Then we are ending with the 9 of Pentacles in the upright. And then our Romance Angels card is Romantic Feelings. Look at that handshake. I need to eat. Romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. So that's if you're watching this for a romantic edge. You don't have to, okay, Aquarius, you don't have to. Now, Aquarius, starting right out of the gate, at least the past energy that you might be bringing into the now is a bit of a conflict energy, honestly, conflict. And it could be a little bit of a mental conflict. So you and somebody else, or you and, something, there's conflict. Somebody's not on the same page. Okay. There's a feeling of you were coming in a situation where mentally people were just not seeing eye to eye. They were not on the same page. They were fighting. There's fighting going on. There was words that were going back and forth. These are cutting words that kind of hit perhaps a little bit below the belt. Any type of gaslighting, even gaslighting, I see a lot when I see this card that could have been going on, that can be bringing into the now. So Aquarius, if you are feeling like you are fighting or you are stuck in conflict energy, or that you are actively being gaslit, or perhaps, God forbid, doing it to other people, this is saying this energy does look like it might be fading out, because the next card up is the Temperance card, which is one of healing, kind of like an antidote to this. But if you're finding yourself still in this, it is saying now is the time to disengage from this. You need to disengage from whatever this conflict energy is. If this is your family, if this is your friends, if this is the news, if this is your boo, you need to back off it, okay? You need to give it some space. Back up, give it some space, clear your mind. You really, really, at this time, need to clear your mind. There's some healing, some important healing that needs to take place with this. You need to pace yourself too. There's a feeling of the timing is right. The timing is right for you to come out of conflict and to come into your own power with something. Whatever this timing issue is, I don't know if you have an idea of what this timing issue is, but if you've been kind of like lollygagging around or procrastinating, or, this is saying like, get it together, get your act together, and get yourself together. This can be you, Flossie with a bird on the finger. Hello, okay? Got myself a little hawk friend, Okay, this can also be, honestly, right now, that you came out of a really shit situation with whomever. You put yourself together, and now you're ready to kind of like own yourself and own who you are and what you're bringing forward, and whether it's, work or romance or anything. But this does kind of feel like a single lady card. It does typically come up indicating singlehood. But in a romantic sense, your feelings are real and worth exploring. Perhaps you have found somebody of interest. Perhaps you've come out of something shitty and you've kind of worked on yourself, and now it's like I am Queen Bee, okay? I am the HBIC. And so do I really want to open up the door for more potential bullshittery from somebody else who wants to come in and play games? Do I really feel like doing that? So you might have a little bit of PTSD about it, but it's like, I want to, but I'm also just trying to be me. So if you are someone who's feeling a little bit PTSD about it, it's like, okay, take your time and heal yourself. But whatever this new person perhaps that you might be seeing, or this new idea that's coming across, whatever this new thing is, romantic or not romantic, it's saying that if you had a bad situation and some PTSD about it, you can kind of trust the new situation enough to look into it. It doesn't mean it's a solid plan. It doesn't mean you're going to choose it. It doesn't mean you have to go for it. But it does say, hey, this isn't red flag central. This isn't bad news bears. Be willing to kind of put your toe in the water and feel this out a little bit. You don't have to shut yourself off to it and keep yourself in a world of your own because you have PTSD about some bad shit that went down in the past. So that's Aquarius. Right, that was Aquarius. Now, Pisces. Oh, lovely Pisces. Lovely Pisces. What do we have for our Pisces people? What is coming towards our Pisces people? Coming towards our Pisces people. Okay, did something else flip? Okay, we got one thing that flipped. I'll go ahead and take it off the top. It feels like I should take it off the top. All right, we got, again, some repeat cards that happened. I believe it was Capricorn had one of these cards, so just saying. All right. So, starts out with Pisces with the Three of Wands in reverse, followed by the Page of Wands in reverse, followed by the Four of Wands in reverse. Are you seeing a pattern, Pisces? Because I am. We have 3 cards in a row of Wands in reverse. Now, the romance card, so if you happen to be here for a romantic read or can take any kind of feeling from this that you want, it says, worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. So, we'll keep that in mind as we're looking through this. I got stuff on my shirt. Don't mind me as I'm fucking picking at my titties right now. God damn. Okay. So, starting out, we have the Three of Wands in the reverse. This is the feeling that your ships are not coming in, point blank. I don't know if this is an idea, a hobby, a job offer, a romantic partner, but whatever this is, it's a feeling like it's not coming towards you. It's like, I'm looking out over the big wide here yonder, and I am not seeing it showing up. You know, this is feeling like my ships are not coming in. Now, it can also mean that perhaps something to do with travel or something to do with international or foreign affairs. There's also a hiccup there. So maybe you had to cancel a vacation, or you were going to travel abroad, or you had some kind of foreign ties with something, or maybe you were just buying some Chinese stuff off Wish. And it's like your order's delayed and it's been over a month and you still haven't seen your shit. So like, I mean, totally it could be any of that petty shit. But there is kind of a sense, kind of a womp womp feeling like, you know, come on, when's it going to happen for me, man? When's it going to come together for me? That's kind of the feeling, you know, there's like a frustration or almost a disappointment kind of a feeling. Now, with it being mostly Wands energy, that is fire energy, Aries, Leo, Sag. I don't know if you are dealing with someone who is Aries, Leo, Sag, or if you are feeling a lot of this like fire energy being put out, because these are all reversals, fire in reverse. So my fire has been put out. Someone threw water on my fire and doused it, just completely put it out. And I'm like, boom, you know, that can be what it feels like. So this Page of Wands is feeling like perhaps there is communication that you were wanting to receive and you're not getting it. Or perhaps you have gotten communication from somebody and it's been some petty, immature shit. And you're like, listen, I'm not here for it. Like, it's not, it doesn't feel like it's coming together. And the person that I'm trying to speak with is either giving me the cold shoulder, or perhaps they're not being trustworthy, or they're not the confidant confidant I thought that they were, or, you know, like they might not be making a whole lot of sense, or it's just some kind of immaturity where it's like, it's just not quite coming together, or someone's disappointed you. Someone's let you down. That's what I feel like. It's not coming together for me. Somebody has let me down. And what the hell was that? Cat, please do not do stuff when I'm talking to Pisces right now. It's being Pisces. This is kind of like a relationship in a rocky patch. It doesn't mean a breakup. It doesn't have to mean a breakup. It doesn't have to mean a divorce, though it could mean either. But it doesn't have to. It just means a rocky point in a relationship. So here we have our 1111 soulmate card, but it's like trouble in paradise, right? So a relationship on the rocks. So either this is a relationship that has disbanded because this person has become immature and they have disappointed you, or this can be a situation where it's like it just wasn't coming together. It just wasn't meant to be and it kind of fell apart. I don't know. And it doesn't have to be a romantic relationship. Again, this could be a job offer that didn't come through, or a job situation that's not panning out, something happening in a job where you're getting petty stuff from a coworker that you thought you could trust, or a friend you thought you would trust, your kids giving you some lip. You know, it could be any of those things. So apply it to how it applies for you. But whatever this is, it feels kind of like a rocky patch where it used to be people coming together and something could be celebrated, and right now that is just not the case. It's just not coming together for you. But the guidance is saying divine timing is at work, and this is worth waiting for. So waiting doesn't mean wait around for somebody or something that's not doing it for you to magically fit one day. It's not saying put your life on hold for some bullshit. So if you've got some work bullshit, family bullshit, boo-boo bullshit. It doesn't say wait around for bullshit. It could be saying wait around for the right person, place, thing to come along. Wait around. Don't jump on the first thing that comes along because you're just so wanting it to be here already and so wanting it to come together that you settle. Don't settle. It's saying don't settle. Wait it out if you're settling. Now, if you don't feel like you're settling and you're feeling like the situation you're in is something that you do really want, then okay, wait for it to improve. But if I'm being honest and I'm looking at this looks like disappointment central. This looks like womp womp central. This looks like someone took a big old water cannon and blasted your fire all to hell. All to be damned. Doesn't look like whatever this is something that you want to wait for. Doesn't look like it. But I don't know your life. I don't know your business. You can make it out to be whatever you want it to be. But that is the reading for today. That is what I got. So I hope everybody enjoyed this. Let me know in the comments if this resonated for you. I'd really like to talk to y'all in the comments. Let me know if y'all were signs that were cross-watching other signs when we saw that overlap, because I just end up feeling like crazy town when I'm like, why are all these, I'm shuffling, you know, like why? But it keeps coming up, so I think that that's fun too. So anyway, talk to me. Lemonaire, and I will see you in a future video. We will figure out what we want to do. We will put a plan together. We will do something and we will execute. All right. But until then, thank y'all for stopping by. Thank you for watching. Thank you for hanging out. I need my friends. Okay. Bye for now.